When you fly Lansing, you are just one stop away from over 500 amazing destinations. The Capital Region International Airport, your getaway to the world. One game played last night. Rutgers lost its third Big Ten game. Started off against Washington on the coast 10-0, but lost it 38-19. Big games, Ohio State at Illinois, and number 7 Indiana at Oregon. Well, with that, what do you say? Let's now go by the numbers with the MSU Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. Go green with MSU FCU. So, Dalton, what do you got?
I think the number to this game is 3. UCLA is the third worst team in the country at getting off the field on third downs. Opponents are converting 56% of the time, so for Michigan State, have manageable down and distances on third down. That should be a key to victory for MSU here today.
Sounds good. And a final pregame thought comes courtesy of Michigan State defensive coordinator Joe Rossi.
Each week's his own week. Right? So just because you had success last week doesn't mean you're going to have success next week. Just because you didn't have success last week doesn't mean you're going to have success the next week. Now, it does give confidence and it does carry over, and over the course of time, you know, if you put consistency together, you're probably going to like how it looks. But I think we're real quick as a staff to make sure that we know that 1 week doesn't guarantee success. One lack of success doesn't guarantee lack of success in the next week.
So with that thought, that's a wrap on our Spartan pregame show. Up next, George Blaha, J.U. Kalkrick, and Trey Mosley right here, right after this.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Calling hard seltzer lovers. Searching for the tastiest seltzer? Look no further. Neutral Vodka Seltzer is absolutely delicious. Made with real vodka and real juice, Neutral keeps it tasty with every sip. With flavors like pineapple, watermelon, orange, and lime, there's something for everyone. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch. Neutral flavored vodka and carbonation. 4.5% alcohol by volume. St. Louis, Missouri.
It's time for the game.
Childs takes a shotgun snap. He'll keep it. He has daylight. He's inside the 5. On his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Here we go. Back it comes a little bit of a high snap. The kick is up. And it's good. Yeah. Spartans win.
Spartan football brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense. MSU Federal Credit Union. Spartan fans dream big with MSU Federal Credit Union. Coors Light. Choose chill. One North Kitchen and Bar. Making good times great. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. Labatt Blue Light. Perfect for any tailgate. Meyer, supporting hundreds of sports teams across the Midwest. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartans Athletics. And Michigan's premier motor coach company. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company. And Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. And sponsored by Aetna Medicare. Now, for the play-by-play of today's game, here's J.U. Kalkrick and legendary voice of Spartan football, George Blaha.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon, and happy homecoming to everybody who dresses in green and white. It's the Spartans and the Bruins from UCLA. And J.U., homecoming means so much to the fans, but it also means a lot to the players and the former players, doesn't it?
It definitely does, George. Homecoming is something that's special. As a player, those guys right now in the locker room know there's a lot of former guys that are here to watch them play on this day. Guys that put on the helmet, wore the green and white jerseys, just like they're doing right now. We had the opportunity, we talked to Drew Stanton, who's in town with his family today, and it's just a great thing for former players to come back, bring their families back to see somewhere that they were and help lay the foundation for Spartan football.
Saw your man Billy Green.
Yeah.
And he talked about his time playing for Nick Saban.
Yeah.
And Flozell Adams is in town. There are some former great football players who wore green and white. And clearly this is a coast-to-coast kind of matchup that puts a spotlight on this particular game.
Yeah, it definitely does, and you hit it on the head, coast to coast, everywhere. This game's going to touch every piece of the country, from East Coast all the way to the West Coast. And another great that I saw down there, last year guy, Cal Halliday. He's a guy that we wish would suit up right now.
Cal never missed a snap, and Cal made so many plays for the Spartans in recent years. This is a football team that I still feel like if they could play B-plus football in all three categories, they'd be very tough for most teams to beat. But they've had their stumbles. Last week it was really special teams that hurt them.
Yes, absolutely. So far this season, we've yet to see the Spartans play a complete game in all three phases. Special teams hurt them last time. Earlier in the season, it was the defense. The defense have made strides, especially last week. So we'll see if this is the get-right week for the Spartans.
There's a buzz in the stadium, that's for sure. And let's check the starting lineups for the Bruins of UCLA, who were way out in front of Penn State last week and hung on to upset the Nittany Lions. They are quarterbacked by a former five-star who was responsible for all 5 Bruin touchdowns last week. He threw for 2 and ran for 3, Nico Iamaleava. And he's a sophomore from Long Beach, California. Aiden Chow's also from Long Beach. Aiden went to Downey High School. Iamaleava went to Long Beach Polytech. They did play once in high school, and Iamaleava won that one, but I'm sure Aiden Chow's will love to pay him back in this one. The Bruins have new life. They have a new football coach. Their interim coach is Tim Skipper, who actually spent some time with my man Jim McElwain up at Central Michigan. Coach Mack was one of the guys who called him after that great win over Penn State. This breathes something into this program that you might want to take out early in the game if you can do that.
You're absolutely right. UCLA traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, Spartans have to jump on them early in the game. They have to put them in a hole early and make them not have a sense of belief.
UCLA with Nico Iamaleava at quarterback, Anthony Woods, Jalen Berger, a former Spartan, and Javion Thomas are their running backs. The wide receivers, Quasi Gilmore, Rico Flores Jr., a Notre Dame transfer, and Titus Mokioa Timalala. He's a Hawaiian senior who's 6'1 and 190. Their tight end is Hudson Habermill, 6'7 and 245. The tackles, Cortland Ford at 6'6 and 315. And Ruben Unije, who's also 6'6 and 315. The guards, Eugene Brooks, who weighs 340, and Garrett DiGiorgio, who weighs 320. The center is Sam Yoon. And you told me his parents are in town to watch this game. Good for them and good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I had an opportunity to catch up with his parents last night at the hotel. Great people. They're excited to, see their kid play. He's had a terrific year so far.
Defensively, Gary Smith makes a lot of plays up front. He takes on a lot of the offensive guys, and the linebackers have more tackles than he does, but he has 22 of his own. Isaiah Chisholm is the middle linebacker, a sophomore from Santa Clara. John Vaughns, their number 1 tackler, is a senior from St. John Bosco in the L.A. area, grew up in Pasadena. He's 6'1 and 225. Jalen Woods, 6'1", 225 from Compton, went to St. John Bosco. Devin Apew and Jacob Busick are the ends. Both weigh about 270. The other tackle is Keanu Williams, who's 6'5 and 320 from Clovis, California, transferred to UCLA from Oregon. In the secondary, Andre Jordan at one corner, Roderick Pleasant, a Oregon transfer, nice-looking young sophomore at 5'10 and 175 is the other. Key Lawrence, a senior from Nashville, Tennessee, and an Ole Miss transfer at one safety. The nickel is Cole Martin from Pasadena, transferred from Oregon State. Another nickel is Scooter Jackson, who made the last tackle last week to finish off the upset of the Penn State Nittany Lions. He's a junior from Compton, is from Utah Tech as a transfer. Now for the Spartans, Connor Moore is the left tackle. Ashton Leppo at right tackle. Rustin Young did take some snaps this week as he tries to come back from injury. Stanton Ramil still on the shelf at left tackle. Gavin Brocious and Caleb Carter are the guards. Matt Gulbin's the center. Wide receivers, Nick Marsh, Krishan McCray, and Omari Kelly. The running backs, Makai Frazier, Brandon Tullis, and Elijah Toliver. We're going to get a look, we're almost positive today, at a true freshman from Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the highly recruited Bryson Williams, who was 6'1 and about 220. Defensively for the Spartans, there are some key guys out. Jalen Thompson's one of them. So it'll be Quandarius Dunnigan and Isaac Smith at the ends. Alex Van Sumeren and Raekwon Buckley are the tackles. Linebackers Jordan Hall and Wayne Matthews and Darius Snow. The corners will be Malcolm Bell and Aiden West. Nikai Martinez out again today, so others will have to step up at safety. Amorion Smith will play nickel for the injured Ade Willie. Dontavius Nash will probably team up with Malik Spencer at the safeties. Spartans a little bit dinged up. Let's pause 10 seconds before we kick off here in East Lansing for our network stations to identify themselves. Michigan State won the toss. They'll defer. UCLA will receive. Spartans will defend the north goal to our left. Anthony Frias from Turlock, California, and a Kansas State transfer waits on the goal line to our right. Martin Connington will kick off. Ira Gabin's our spotter. Greg Schultz, our statistician. George and JU with Trey Mosley on the sidelines. We are ready to go on homecoming afternoon. Just past noon. Booming kickoff by Connington. Fair catch, touchback. And so the Bruins will put it in play from the line of scrimmage, and that will be the 25-yard line.
You talked about that big upset that UCLA was able to have against Penn State last week, George. On the plane coming here to East Lansing, on every UCLA player's seat, there was a sign that read, "Are you a one-hit wonder?" So there's an opportunity for them to show here.
By the way, their sports information guy, Vinny Lavacita, said they played all one-hit wonder songs at practice this week. Pre-snap flag before they put it in play from their 25-yard line.
False start, offense number 72, 5-yard penalty, it's first down.
Garrett DiGiorgio, the right guard, jumped. So now it's 1st and 15 back at the 20. Brian Banks is the referee. Tim Gover is the umpire. Gary Jagodinsky is the line judge. Field judge is Marcus Allen. Justin Nelson is the side judge. John Hayes the back judge. Bruins have Anthony Woods in at running back. The center judge is Ron Kay. And we are set for maybe the first snap. And down in that student end where the students are making their share of noise. Referee is not going to let him snap right away. Nico Iamaleava now is in the shotgun by himself. Lines up and throws. Incomplete at the 25-yard line. Tried to hit Rico Flores Jr. Bumped around by Malik Spencer. So it's 2nd down and 15 for UCLA at their 20-yard line.
Early on, we see the Spartans coming out playing man defense, and what they have to do with that, if they're going to stick with that man defense, they have to account for the quarterback because he's very dangerous with his legs.
Is he ever? 2nd down and 15. Averages 5.5 per carry and 66 yards per game rushing. Steps back, throws. It's going to be trapped at incomplete, I believe. That's a 28-yard line. Pass was intended for Quasi Gilmer. Nico Iamaleava now 0 for 2. Chance Rucker on coverage that play. 3rd down and 15 for UCLA at their 20-yard line.
So far, the Spartans defense have done what they're supposed to do. They put them in a 3rd and long situation now. They have to get pressure on this quarterback and get off the field and force a punt.
Jalen Berger, better pass catcher than he is a runner, has checked in. He's off the left shoulder of the quarterback, Iamaleava. He'll throw up to the 25. The pass is caught, but that's just a 5-yard gain as Hudson Habermill made the grab and Dontavius Nosh made the tackle. So UCLA will have to punt.
This is a very good start for the Spartan defense. What they went into more of an umbrella coverage there. They knew exactly where the first down marker were. They only came with three down front on that last play.
Omari Kelly is deep. Will Carroll will punt for UCLA, a junior from Mosman, Australia, and a Tulane transfer. The kick's away. Fair catch called for. It bounces and takes a Michigan State hop. It hits a UCLA player, and the Spartans are going to have very good field position at their 41-yard line.
Yeah, George, it's going to be excellent field position for Michigan State. And now it's important now that Michigan State has to find a way. They talked all week long. You saw the tiff between Aiden Childs and Nick Marsh on Nick wanting the ball. Childs needs to be able to get time to get him the football. I expect to see a heavy dose of Nick Marsh early in this ball game.
Spartans still in the huddle. 1st and 10 at their 41-yard line. Makai Frazier is the running back. Marsh to the right, twin receivers left side. In motions Omari Kelly to the right. Childs rolls right, throws on the run. Catch made by Michael Masunas, the big tight end, out at the 46 or 47-yard line. Block tackle down there by Jalen Woods, who plays middle backer for the Bruins. Now Aiden's by himself in the shotgun. 2nd down and 6, throws left side incomplete. He led Nick Marsh a little too much. Would have been a circus catch had he been able to haul it in. So it's 3rd down now and 4. The ball is at the Michigan State 47-yard line.
Big 3rd down here for the Spartans. They have to be able to convert on this 3rd down, get themselves a fresh set of downs, and keep this drive going. They can't have the defense can't get a 3 and out, and they do the same.
On 3rd and 4, shotgun snap to Childs. Throws right side, caught by Nick Marsh, breaks a tackle. He's into UCLA territory and out of bounds on the near right sideline at the 36-yard line of UCLA. That Spartan 1st down brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. 17 yards on the throw by Childs and the grab and run by Nick Marsh.
Yeah, that's the type of weapon Nick Marsh is. You get the ball in his hands, he will be able to make plays. He's a big physical receiver. He has the ability to run over defenders as well, as you saw in that last play.
Omari Kelly and Krishan McRae, wide side left. Marsh to the right, he starts in motion left, and they'll hand it to him on an end around. Marsh is at the 30-yard line, knocked down there. He'll fall to the 29 of UCLA, depending upon the spot. Scooter Jackson, junior from Compton, California, made the tackle. 6-yard pickup, 2nd down 4. Hand off to Frazier, tries right guard, and he is two-timed and thrown back by the middle of that UCLA defense, led by Jalen Woods and Scooter Jackson.
Tackled by Woods.
That's a 3-yard pickup, nonetheless, to the 27. It's 3rd down and 1.
Another 3rd down opportunity. UCLA is not very good getting off the field on 3rd down. So if the Spartans can stay ahead of the sticks and stay ahead on schedule, making these 3rd and shorts, they'll be very successful in today's game.
Running back is Tao Tolliver off the left shoulder of Aiden Childs. On 3rd and 1, Childs will keep it. Tao Tolliver with the block. Childs has a 1st down and change. He is at the 22-yard line of UCLA before he's dragged down by John Vaughns. 5-yard pickup and a 1st down for the home team here on homecoming day in East Lansing.
A nice design quarterback power by the offensive coordinator Brian Lundgren on the Aiden Childs had the Tal Tolliver as the lead blocker on that pull-to guard on that play, and Childs was able to pick his way for the first down.
Power back Brandon Tullis is checked in. Childs is under center. Tullis deep behind him. First down, 10 Spartans at the UCLA 22. Play fake to Tullis. End around toss. Omari Kelly coming from left to right, but he won't get anything. In fact, he is hit down back at the 24 by safety man Key Lawrence, who played previously at Ole Miss. And a 2-yard loss, so it's second down and 12 for the Spartans at the UCLA 24-yard line.
Yeah, on that, UCLA was playing a zone defense. They stayed home and read their keys. They stayed disciplined on that play. Every time you see a guy like Omari Kelly go in motion, him or Krishawn McCray, those are usually the guys that are going to get those jet sweeps or reverses.
All three wideouts are wide side left. Tullis is off the right shoulder of Aiden Childs. Second and 12. Shotgun snap. Time for Childs. Over the middle to Jack Velling, the tight end. And Jack is dragged down at the 15-yard line of UCLA. The Spartans keep the drive alive. A 9-yard gain. A one-time Michigan State Spartan, Anthony Jones, makes the stop for the Bruins. Third down and 3 for Michigan State at the Bruin 15-yard line. Makai Frazier is the running back. Childs hands to Frazier on 3rd and 3. Running room up the middle. He's got a first down. He's at the 5, and he's down to about the 2-yard line of the Bruins. First and goal. Spartans at the 2. Key Lawrence, the safety, made the stop. Heck of a block by Ashton Lepo.
Yeah, absolutely. Great block by Lepo. And throughout this entire drive, this offensive line has been playing really well. When it's run plays, they've been going downfield and blocking. And in the pass game, they've given Aiden Childs time. I think they've heard all week of how bad they played last week, and they have a statement to make today.
Spartans 3 for 3 on 3rd down. First and goal at the 2-yard line. Tal Tolliver is checked in. Childs will keep it and get to the end zone. He was standing up until he was knocked down inside the goal line. Touchdown, MSU. The Spartans score first on homecoming day in East Lansing. Big time block on that play by Caleb Carter. The guard from Jacksonville, North Carolina. We'll try the point after now. Martin Connington splits the uprights. 7-0 MSU with that last touchdown. Another $100 donated to Michigan schools. Wood & Associates family law attorneys are proud sponsors of MSU athletics and Touchdowns for Teachers. Every touchdown this season worth $100 to support teachers. Thanks to Wood & Associates, attorneys at law. We'll take a break. Early on in East Lansing, Michigan State 7, UCLA nothing. The Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport?
Take mine.
Thanks, Jen.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartans Stadium. Book now at achhotellansing.com.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Hey, Spartan fans, Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. Show up to donate blood to help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition Michigan State tee, and most important, save lives. Go to big10.org/Abbott to get into the game. Spartans score first here against the Bruins of UCLA. Michigan State wearing white helmets with a green Greek stripe. Green jerseys and white pants. The Bruins in white jerseys and white pants and their gold helmets. Anthony Frias is deep again for the Bruins. Kicking off again for the Spartans will be Martin Connington. Here's the run-up. He'll blast the kick into the end zone. Touchback, fair catch call for. Spartans went 59 yards in 10 plays in 4 minutes and 49 seconds to open up a 7-0 lead. Nico Iamaleava will bring the Bruins to the line of scrimmage.
On that last Spartan offensive possession, George, they were very efficient. They stayed ahead of the sticks, and they had short third downs to get. There were 3 of 3 on third down conversions on that drive.
And they were good defensively on the Bruins' first possession, 1st and 10, on their second possession from their 25. Handoff goes on first down to Javion Thomas, junior from Oakland, California, who went to McClymonds High School. Very famous school that takes you all the way back to Bill Russell's high school days. Thomas picks up 7 to the 32. 2nd down and 3. I think we're going to get a false start on UCLA here.
False start.
They're
Offense
amped up
77.
after their win last week.
It's 2nd down.
As they upset Penn State 42-37. Their left tackle, Cortland Ford, moved. It's 2nd down and 8 for UCLA at their 27-yard line. Sam Yoon out and over the football. Went to Loyola High School in Los Angeles, grew up in Pasadena. On 2nd down and 8, cutting to his right for football. Again is Javion Thomas. He gets no gain. Raekwon Buckley made the tackle. Let's go to Trey Mosley on the sideline.
Yeah, the vibes out here are amazing right now. The student section has the white towels going. Everyone's on their feet, with it being homecoming. It's the extra juice and energy in the stadium right now. And the way the offense came down and punched it in the end zone last drive really helped build the energy up even more. So looking forward to seeing more of that throughout the first half.
I agree, Trey. 3rd down and 8. Jalen Berger, the ex-Spartan, checks in. The throw on a crossing pattern. Catch is made up at the 40-yard line and blasting past midfield on the near left sideline is Hudson Habermill, their tight end. He's down at the 47-yard line of Michigan State, tackled by Amorion Smith.
Yeah, that time the Spartans were playing a man defense in the back end, and they got crossed up, and someone didn't go with the tight end. Spartans has to do a better job in communicating and passing off routes in the secondary.
Woods and Berger on either side of the quarterback. The throw into the middle of the line of scrimmage in the direction of Quasi Gilmer by Iamaleava is incomplete. Second and 10. UCLA, they're at the Michigan State 47. 7 and 10 to play in the first. The Spartans lead them 7-0.
That last play, I think UCLA was trying to run an RPO, run-pass option, and it was miscommunication. The wide receiver thought it was going to be a run, and he went to block.
Second down and 10 for the Bruins at the Spartan 47. Scrambling to his left is Iamaleava as he was pressured, and he'll pick up yardage. He has quick feet. Isaac Smith brought him down near the 40-yard line. They'll be about 3 yards shy of a first down. They put it at the 38. Third and about 1, and they got the first down. Quick handoff to Jalen Berger. And the ex-Spartan, who's from Newark, New Jersey, is knocked down at the 35 by Jordan Hall. Hall tackles a former Spartan in Jalen Berger. First and 10, UCLA at the 35-yard line of Michigan State. Spartans with the early lead, 7-0. Iamaleava back to throw with time, and the pass is fumbled and dropped by Mikey Matthews at about the 30-yard line. He was open, the ball was there, but he wasn't unable to make the grab.
We'll see if the Spartans continue to stay in this man coverage in the back end there. There seems to be having guys lost when they're running crossing patterns on them. So a way to stop that is to jump into a zone defense and keep things in front of you. We'll see if they sprint to that. Second down,
10 at the 35. Iamaleava with a quick throw right side. Catch is made by Rico Flores Jr. at the 30-yard line of Michigan State. Tackle made by Malcolm Bell with help from Omorion Smith. Ball's at the 30-yard line of the Spartans. It's third down and 5 for UCLA. 7-0 MSU early on. Ball's at the right hash. Michigan State defending the north end zone to our left. Anthony Woods is now the running back. 3rd and 5. Pressure from the Spartans, and Iamaleava is drilled and dropped at the 30-yard line. Gets a yard maybe. So it'll be 4th and 4. Alex Van Sumeren, who's been rock steady on the D-line, the junior from Bay City, makes the tackle.
That was a great job by the Spartan defense at just corralling, creating a bubble around the quarterback there, not giving him an opportunity to escape. Good job of containing him on that play.
47-yard field goal try coming up for Mateen Bhagwani, junior from San Diego. Here's the snap and the put down and the kick. Enough leg, and he splits the uprights. So UCLA gets points on this possession. It's Michigan State 7 and the UCLA Bruins 3. 4:41 to play first quarter in East Lansing on homecoming day. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Okay, Spartan fans, our team is hunting for another victory. After the game, don't forget to contact the lending experts at Greenstone to finance what you've been looking for. Greenstone specializes in financing unlimited acres of land. Land you can use for hunting, fishing, and just about any other outdoor activity. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery.
Rah, rah, rah.
Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Our Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
Mateen Bagani with a 47-yard field goal for UCLA, and they're within 7-3 now with 4:41 to play first quarter. Reshawn McCray and Elijah Tolliver are deep for Michigan State. Bagani will kick off for UCLA. Two Spartans at the goal line to our left. Fair catch is called for and made 1 yard into the end zone by Reshawn McCray. And the Spartans will bring it out to the 25-yard line.
We saw on the first Spartan offensive possession, they were able to stay ahead of schedule. That means on first and second down, they were getting big chunk plays to make it a manageable third down. They're going to need to continue that. The offensive line played very well on that first drive. They're going to need to sustain that again and continue to give Aiden Childs time in the pocket.
Brandon Tullis is the running back. First and 10 Spartans at their 25. Operating at the left hash mark, moving left to right across your radio. And the handoff goes to Brandon Tullis. And Tullis tries the middle and is knocked down after a pickup of 3 by Key Lawrence, just beyond the 28-yard line. It'll be a 4-yard pickup officially, and second down and a long 6. Makai Frazier's the running back. Aiden Childs is under center on second and a long 6 at his 28. Play fake, rolling right is Childs. He's in trouble, unloads a pass, and it's incomplete up around midfield on this near right sideline. There was pressure on Aiden Childs.
Yeah,
Anthony Jones, the ex-Spartan.
Yeah, coming in and trying to make an impact early in the game. And they ran a bootleg play out there that had the tight end go out on a slide route. Aiden had him, but he didn't have just enough time to dump it off to him. But smart play of throwing it away and living to play another down.
Third down, 6 for the Spartans, just shy of their 29. Shotgun snap to Childs. Left flat throw. Nice grab by Elijah Tolliver. And he is tackled right at that first down marker. Cole Martin makes the stop for UCLA. 5-yard gain. They're going to be a little bit less than a yard short of a first down. 4th and a half a yard.
Big call here. Spartans going for it on their side of the field. They were successful last week, on fourth downs.
Well, just shy of the 35. Bruins with movement up on the defensive line. Childs will sweep it to the right and knock down almost exactly at the line of scrimmage.
I think he's going to be short. They're not going to give it to him.
Frazier. Kayshawn Bennett made the tackle, and the spot shows no gain. It'll be UCLA's football. Spartans go for it in their own territory. Don't pick it up. And the Bruins now have it just inside the 35-yard line of Michigan State. Spartans with a 7-3 lead, 3:04 to play in the first. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare here on the Spartan Media Network.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Thanks to today's game day sponsor, Henry Ford Health, plus Michigan State University Health Sciences. A perfect team working together for Michigan's future, a legendary Michigan State athletics partnership. On 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of Michigan State, nice play fake by Iamaleava. Hands the ball off to Anthony Woods. Woods off right tackle, fights his way down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Amorion Smith made the tackle. 17-yard gain, so UCLA trying to take advantage of the turnover on downs by the Spartans. They now have it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of the Spartans. Iamaleava handed the ball off inside to Anthony Woods, his big back, and Isaac Smith from the Spartans makes the tackle after a 1-yard pickup to the 16.
A really good job of Isaac Smith of coming in, filling the hole, and stopping that play. Now the Spartans on the back end, they have to be aware of crossing routes, because that's what UCLA has had success on when they completed passes downfield. There's those crossing routes that's beat the Spartans. So they have to be aware, and the defensive backs have to stay home and pass off routes.
2nd down and 9 for the Bruins at the Spartan 16. Direct snap goes to Jalen Berger, and Jalen Berger off right guard, stays on his feet, gets to the end zone for a UCLA touchdown.
Yeah, UCLA did this same formation last week against Penn State, where they lined up, in there, and then they just slide the quarterback a little bit to the right, and it's a direct snap to the running back on that. Usually 99% of the time that running back's not going to throw the football, so you have to stay home on that run game.
Jalen Berger on the touchdown.
Mateen Bagani will try the point after. The snap back, the put down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. The crowd is quiet now at Spartan Stadium. The visitors from Los Angeles lead 10-7 UCLA 10, Michigan State 7, a minute and 39 to play here in the first. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Sports betting can be fun, just like football. There's excitement, winning. But imagine that sports betting is a 300-pound lineman coming straight at you. For tips that will help keep you on your feet, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Spartan fans, gear up with an MSU FCU Visa credit card featuring the Spartan helmet. It's the perfect way to show your Spartan pride while earning cash back on every purchase and a proud Spartan moment. UCLA leads the Spartans now 10-7, just over a minute and a half to play in the first.
Yeah, the Spartans offense put their defense in a tough spot there, going for it on that fourth down. They weren't successful. They ran a toss sweep. For me, George, being a former running back, being a big back, I want to just go up the middle. Either do a quarterback sneak or hand the ball to your running back and say, go pick up a half a yard.
UCLA had trouble running the ball early on their last two drives. They have 8 rushes for 54 yards. Getting chillier. The famous Claymore shop on Adams and Birmingham, with temperatures dropping, is a perfect place to get some warm weather gear. Outerwear, they even have sport jackets that double up as outerwear. The Claymore shop, open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Adams in Birmingham. Elijah Tolliver and Krishan McCray deep for Michigan State. Magani will kick off for UCLA. Drives it back to the 3-yard line, near side. It's McCray on the run. He's ankled down as he gets past the 10. Tripped up at the 13-yard line. Good coverage by the UCLA Bruins. The team that pounced on Penn State last week and finally finished them off 42-37. First and 10 Spartans at their 13-yard line. Now a little pressure on the Michigan State offense. Jay, let's see what they can deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. Big drive coming up for the Spartan offense on this drive.
Frazier off the left shoulder of Aiden Childs. Play fake to Frazier. Aiden throwing left sideline. It is over the head of Omari Kelly, who was open out at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Aiden sailed that ball a little too high over Omari Kelly. He had him wide open going down the sideline. And offensive line, again, did a great job of protecting him in the pocket. That's a pass that Aiden Childs definitely wants to have back.
Say there was nobody in his neighborhood. You could also say maybe there was nobody in his area code. He was so wide open. Second down and 10. Spartans at their 13. Frazier again to the left of Childs. In motion, Omari Kelly right to left. Inside handoff to Frazier. Makai Frazier has a yard or 2 or 3 out to about the 17-yard line. Stood up there by Siali Taupaki. Big kid, 6'4" and 335 from East Oakland, California. Third down now and 6 for the Spartans at their 17-yard line. Childs has Makai Frazier to his left. Nick Marsh in motion right to left. Childs looking to the right, throws to the right. It is incomplete. Intended for Michael Masunas. And the crowd not happy with the 3 and out. A few murmurs. They were pumped up early on.
Yeah, that should have been a pass that Masunas should have caught that football. Bounced right off his hands. That's something usually he's a sure-handed receiver, and he usually catches that.
Mikey Matthews is deep for UCLA. Actually to punt. Almost get a piece of it. A one-hopper to Matthews at the 35. Out of bounds on the near left sideline. At the, I think, 38-yard line.
Yeah, on that last play there, the Spartans almost had that punt blocked. They had a edge rusher on the right side of the field come in untouched on that punt. So the Spartans, when they go, they need to take a look at that picture and do a better job of identifying who they have in punt coverage.
UCLA's football, and UCLA has the lead. They have it at their 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. Davion Thomas is the running back. On first down, there's going to be a sack. A double team sack on Nico Iamaleava. Hit first by Quindarius Dunnigan and also by Cam Williams.
A terrific job of getting pressure and getting to the quarterback, getting home on the quarterback on that play, knocking him back for a big loss.
Iamaleava felt that one. Let's go to Trey Mosley.
That's a great scene to see right there, especially coming off of last week when the defensive line did a great job of getting to the quarterback and causing havoc. If we can continue to do that throughout this game, that'll be a good sign and keep the crowd engaged, and then hopefully the offense can feed off that energy as well.
The first quarter is now in the books, and UCLA has a 3-point lead after one. The UCLA Bruins 10, the Spartans 7 here on homecoming day in East Lansing. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Ohana keeps prices low for the whole family while still bringing quality, farm-fresh, locally sourced ingredients to the table. At Ohana Sushi and Hibachi Bar, you are treated like family because Ohana means family. And your family can enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi bar around during lunch for only $18.95. Everything is cooked to order and fresh, and get select $5 cocktails during happy hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi in Lansing on West Saginaw. Online at ohanasushibar.com.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
After one, UCLA 10, the Spartans 7 on homecoming day in East Lansing. Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with Hall of Fame basketball coach Tom Izzo. For details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. Cheer on the Spartans fans from the comfort of your own home. Enter the Home Gating Fan Wall, presented by Eckrich Smoked Sausage. Send a photo of your homecoming setup to win 4 tickets to homecoming against UCLA. That's this week. Maybe we're going to get tickets for a future game. Although there are a few seats empty here. You can also win a free year of Eckrich Smoked Sausage. Imagine that. Enter through the MSU social channels today. Welcome back to East Lansing. Still cloudy skies, but there's a little bit of sunshine breaking through. Spartans on the short end of it as we start the second, 10-7.
Spartans need to do something to get this crowd back in the game. And what they have to do is, it's a long yardage situation now. They have to, again, if they're going to play that man coverage, they have to communicate and stick plaster to the receivers. They can't give up crossing routes, because that's where UCLA has been dangerous when they run those routes.
2nd and 16 after the sack on Nico Iamaleava. Javion Thomas is the running back to the left of the QB. Sam Yoon will snap it back. Nico Iamaleava with the throw. It is incomplete. Intended for Quasi Gilmer on the near right sideline at around the 40-yard line. So it's 3rd and 16. Wishful thinking there. 3rd and 16 for the Bruins at their 31-yard line.
I expect to see Michigan State go to a 3-down lineman front there, for more of that umbrella coverage, know exactly where the first down marker is, and keep everything in front of them.
Woods is the running back on 3rd and 16. Iamaleava throws right flat. It is to Woods, makes a nice catch and a good cut, and goes straight ahead to the 45-yard line. He is a couple yards short of a first down. Good positive play for UCLA. A 14-yard pickup. David Santiago made the stop. It's now 4th and 2 for the Bruins. The Spartans went for it on 4th down and failed to convert a couple of minutes ago. That set up a UCLA score. The Bruins are going to kick it away at their own 45 on 4th and 2.
Here for a second, I thought they thought about going for it on fourth down and 2, and the last second they brought their punt team on, and Michigan State's going to stay in a safe defense.
Australian Will Carroll's on there to punt, but it's a fake punt. They snap it in a quick run all the way across midfield, a 20-yard gain by Cole Martin or Javion Thomas. Probably Javion Thomas. They both were 21. Javion, running back. Cole Martin is the son of Demetrius Martin, former Spartan player and assistant coach. It's 1st and 10. UCLA after the fake punt at the 35-yard line of Michigan State. Direct snap to the QB, over the middle. Catch is made by Rico Flores Jr. inside the 15 at the 13-yard line of the Spartans. UCLA's got the juice now. The Spartans a little bit flat. Amorion Smith makes the stop.
Yeah, this Bruins team has the Spartans on the heels a little bit. They're going to have to do something. Someone from the Spartans is going to have to step up and be that person that makes that big play to knock the confidence out of the Bruins.
1st and 10, UCLA at the 13-yard line of Michigan State. They already lead 10-7 early in the second. Anthony Frias is on at one of the running backs. Javion Thomas the other. Hand off to Javion Thomas. Slides inside the 10, down to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line before he's tripped up. 8-yard pickup for Javion Thomas. Tackled by Samaj Bridgman. So it's 2nd down and 2 for UCLA at the Spartan 5-yard line. Ball's at the left hash mark. Spartans defending the south end zone to our right. Nico Iamaleava takes the snap, hands the ball to a right side running Javion Thomas. Thomas gets a yard. Wayne Matthews makes the tackle for Michigan State. One of the offensive linemen for the Bruins a little bit shaken up.
Yeah,
Cortland Ford, I should say. Big fellow from Peoria, Illinois, heads to the sideline.
He did not want to come out of the game, but he went down and the refs had a little stoppage for him, so he had to come off the field for a play.
Ucla Mahi has replaced him. It's now 3rd and 1 for UCLA at the Spartan 4. Nico Iamaleava rolls to his left, fires. It's too hot to handle for Quasi Gilmore near the back line of the end zone and a little bit wide of Gilmer. It's 4th down and 1.
Yeah, Nico had him wide open. He just threw it behind him on that. And once again, those crossing routes, there's that lack of communication in the secondary because that receiver was wide open in the back of the end zone.
4th down and 1. UCLA at the 4. Berger's the running back. Nico Iamaleava at the controls. Now he's under center, and a sneak should get him enough. Spartans saying maybe not. It'll be close. One official called it a first down.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to them.
And it is a first down. First and goal for the Bruins at the Spartan 3. They already lead 10-7. Just over 10.5 to play in the first half. Homecoming day here in East Lansing. Nico Iamaleava, easy for me to say, waits for the snap. He's got Berger off his left shoulder. Takes the snap, looks over the middle, runs to his left, fires. Berger with a catch at the 1, and he'll walk right in. Nobody was out there with him after the sweep by Nico Iamaleava. And UCLA now leads 16-7.
Yeah, running back out of the backfield in the flats. No one accounted for the running back on that play. Usually, traditionally, you have a linebacker that's going to be playing that running back if the Spartans are in man coverage. If not, if they're in the zone coverage, it's a corner that's sitting in the flats or a linebacker drop into the hash.
Mateen Bogani will try the point after. It's down, it's up, and it is good. UCLA 17. Michigan State 7. 10-17 to play in the first half. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
It's game time, and the Spartans are ready to take care of business on the field. If you're looking to do the same, the lending experts at Greenstone Farm Credit Services can help. Greenstone specializes in financing wide open spaces, from homes on rolling acres to pole barns and hobby farms. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations, or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
Every day is game day with the Michigan Lottery. Choose your favorite way to play with the Detroit Lions Instant Game, Fast Cash, Pull Tab, and Online Game, with chances to win up to $500,000. UCLA will kick to the Spartans after scoring again. They now lead 17-7. Tao Tolliver and McCray deep for the Spartans to our right. Tao Tolliver near side, McCray far side at the goal line. Tao Tolliver's up at the 5. The boot is fair caught by Krishan McCray, about a half a yard into the end zone. That'll come out to the 25. Spartans could use a productive drive here. They're down by 10 at home with 10:17 to play in the first half.
Yeah, a productive drive is an understatement, George. They need to get in there and get some points on the board. And right now at this junction, 3 points isn't going to cut it. They need to get in the end zone. They need to figure out a way to sustain a drive and end it with 6.
Rustin Young has checked in at left tackle. Makai Frazier's the running back. Aiden Childs waits for the shotgun snap. Toss sweep to Frazier running left. Nice cut back to his right. Then plows straight ahead at about the 30 and is hit down just shy maybe of the 31. Tackle made by Cole Martin. Second down and 4. Nice 6-yard pickup after the good cut by Makai Frazier. Sun's peeking out here in East Lansing. Maybe there'll be sunshine for the Spartans on this drive. Second down and 4. At their 31. Childs hands to Frazier, running to his right, and he's got the first down, I believe. He's out to the 35, right at the stick. Keanu Williams made the tackle, and the officials are going to say he's short. Scoreboard says he picked up a first down, but it's third down and a half a yard.
These officials are not giving the Spartans any generous spots on throughout this game.
Fullback checks in. It's Jay Coyne. He's the up back in front of Makai Frazier. 3rd and 1, handoff to Frazier. He gets 5. Blast past the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Roderick Pleasant made the tackle for UCLA. That's an 8-yard pickup on a first down.
Yeah, and that's something I like to see. It was a short area situation. The Spartans got in 22 personnel, what meaning they had 2 tight ends in there, a fullback, a tailback, and they said, we're going to be stronger than you, and we're going to pound the ball down the middle.
And they were.
Yep.
First down and 10. Spartans at their 42. Frazier off the right shoulder of Childs. Aiden Childs stands in there, and he is hit as he tries to throw the ball. The ball is loose, and UCLA has recovered. Siali Taupaki, young man we talked about earlier from East Oakland, California, recovers the fumble.
That time, I thought the offensive line did a decent job of holding there. Aiden Child has to have that clock, that internal clock in the back of his head, that he can't hang on to that football for that long.
Tackle was made by Devin Opue, a Notre Dame transfer from Oxnard, California. Forced the fumble. And now the Bruins have it at the Spartan 32. They already lead 17-7. Nico Iamaleava in the shotgun. Backs on either side. A play fake. Over the middle throw. It is behind his intended receiver, Quasi Gilmore, and incomplete. Joshua Eaton was there on the coverage.
This defense is for Michigan State's going to have to step up in this sudden change situation.
Yeah.
When they just, have to come back in there after a long drive that they were in there and then a turnover. Sudden change, you practice this, so you have to come in. You have to be ready to hold this Bruin team to at least a field goal attempt, if not drive them out of field goal range.
2nd and 10 for UCLA at the 32 of MSU. Iamaleava hands the ball off to his power back Anthony Woods. And Woods down the right side and is tripped up at the 21. Amorion Smith on the tackle. And that's going to be a first down. The Bruins want to snap this in a hurry too. Nico Iamaleava waits for the snap. Woods off his left shoulder. Hands to Woods, tries the middle. And Woods has a yard or two. Just inside the 19-yard line, Quindarius Dunnigan made the tackle. No Jalen Thompson today, so Quindarius has gone all the way at that defensive end spot. Yeah, ball's at the 19-yard line, 2-yard pickup.
They're missing Jalen Thompson on that end position there this week, but it's that next man up mentality.
2nd down and 8. Javion Thomas is now the running back. Nico Iamaleava with the throw, and it's caught inside the 15-yard line. Bruins continue the drive. Quasi Gilmer made the tackle, or made the catch. Joshua Eaton made the tackle. Third down and 3 for UCLA at the Michigan State 14-yard line. Javion Thomas, the running back. Iamaleava takes the shotgun snap. Stands in there, crossing pattern throw and catch. Catch made by Quasi Gilmer at the 10-yard line. That makes it a 1st and goal for the Bruins. Joshua Eaton makes the tackle at the 9. First and goal for UCLA at the Michigan State 9. Out of the huddle come the Bruins. Sam Yoon over the football. Nico Iamaleava, the QB, lines up Javion Thomas off his left shoulder. Hand off to Thomas. This time he's hit, bang, bang, in the backfield by Malik Spencer. Spartan safety for a 1-yard loss back at the 10.
Good job by Malik Spencer of crashing downfield, coming down there and attacking that run game, stopping that running back in the backfield.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line of Michigan State for UCLA. Bruins lead 17-7. 5 minutes left in the first half. Nico Iamaleava takes the snap. Play fake inside. He'll run around right end. He's spilled, though, at the 7-yard line. Wayne Matthews with a nice tackle. Iamaleava is a dangerous runner.
He definitely is a dangerous runner, and good job of when you get your hands on him, you got to wrap up because he's elusive and slippery and can get out of tackles.
It's 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal, really, at the 7. Iamaleava waits for the snap. Has Jalen Berger to his right. Then we got movement up front by the big fella who was shaken up a play or two ago, Cortland Ford.
False start, offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and goal back at the 12. Costly penalty for UCLA.
It certainly is. And this third down, you got to think a passing situation. You've seen a bunch of different stuff that UCLA has run. They're going to want to mix you up with the receivers, run crossing patterns to get you to have lack of communication and see if you can get you in the back end zone.
3rd and goal at the 12. Passing down, a throw and catch. Titus Mokiowatimalala made the catch in the end zone. Nico Iamaleava made the throw. Perfect throw this time for a score for UCLA. It's now 23-7. This crowd has gone quiet. Mateen Bagani will try the point after. Down, it's up. And it's good. Turnover by Aiden Childs when he was hit standing in there trying to throw the ball. Gave UCLA short field, and they're able to score, and now the Bruins are stunning the Spartans here. 4:09 to play in the first half. UCLA 24, Michigan State 7. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go, go!
Run, James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Hey, Spartan fans! Want the latest on Michigan State football? Make sure to join J.U. Colcrick and Coach Jonathan Smith during the season for the Jonathan Smith Radio Show.
We had an argument in the locker room a lot between the centers and the quarterback, who's the smartest guy on the field.
Well, me being the former quarterback, the quarterback's dealing with all 11 guys on defense, so 11 is more than 7. I give it to the quarterback.
The Jonathan Smith Radio Show, each week on the Spartan Media Network.
Whether it's home, auto, life, or business insurance, Diversified Insurance Group has the coverage you need to stay ahead of the game. Personalized solutions, just like a perfectly executed play. Visit WeDigInsurance.com and let's win together, on and off the field. Again, it's Keyshawn McCray and Elijah Tolliver deep from Michigan State. Touchback on the kickoff from UCLA, and now with plenty of time, 4:09 to play in the first half, the Spartans have a pretty important drive coming up here, J.U.
They absolutely do, and I want to see the Spartans operate now with a sense of urgency, offensively. Get the ball in your hands of your playmakers. Find Nick Marsh, find Omari Kelly, and get points on the board because you're getting the ball to start the second half, but they have to operate with a sense of urgency right now.
First down and 10 for the Spartans at their 25. Childs hands the ball off to Frazier. Frazier starts left, cuts back right. He does a nice job of changing direction. got something out of nothing. It's a 2-yard gain. Let's take 10 for our network stations to identify themselves. Second down and 8. Spartans at their 27. Childs with Frazier off his left shoulder. Takes the snap. Throws it right side. Catch is made in a crowd by Nick Marsh. He's out to the 31. Scooter Jackson made the stop. Third down and 4. Jackson from my man Robin Harris's favorite town, Compton. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Third down and 6 for the Spartans. Childs in the shotgun. Frazier off his right shoulder. Lost it down the right sideline, and an incomplete pass. Trying to one-hand it as it was a little bit long was Mekhi Frazier out at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I think Frazier was held a little bit on that play, and, it wasn't called there. I think the defender had his left arm. He was pulling down there. That's why Frazier had to go up to try to make a one-handed grab on that, but definitely not the series and sequence the Spartans wanted and needed on offense.
Mikey Matthews is deep. Ryan Eckley will punt for Michigan State. Jack Willis will snap it. Good snap. Eckley gets a big foot into it. Matthews from the 25-yard line breaks the tackle. He starts to his left. He's all the way to the sideline and finally jammed out of bounds at the 45-yard line or so. Darius Snow made an important special teams tackle right there. UCLA again with the football. UCLA still with a sizable lead. The Bruins 24, the Spartans 7. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare here on the Spartan Media Network.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
You didn't do this, did you, boss?
Mind your business, Billy.
Labatt and Game Day, the perfect combo for football, friends, and a little friendly fire.
Nice jersey. Guess they were out of adult sizes.
Labatt is the beer that's there for every good-natured jab, every ridiculous comeback, because with friends, roasting each other is just another way to say,
"You're an idiot, but I love you."
Labatt, brewed for the roast. Always enjoy responsibly.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
24-7 UCLA, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Let's go to the sidelines now and Trey Mosley.
Yeah, so receiver Krishan McCray came to the sideline with a little bit of a lower body injury. He was getting tended to by the trainers and also worked his way into the tent. So I'll keep you guys updated on McCray's status for the game.
Thanks, Trey. Auto Owners Insurance, simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Spartan fans, choose chill and celebrate responsibly. 21 means 21. Coors Light, choose chill. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Stick around for the Coors Light halftime show with Will and Dalton. Davion Thomas in the ball game for UCLA and unloading a deep downfield pass with Nika Liamaliava. Catch made by Mikey Matthews. It's the 21-yard line of Michigan State. It has really been all UCLA since the Spartans' early drive. That's when they had their only first down. 2:28 to play in the half. First and 10 at the 21. Hand off to Javion Thomas. He's quick. There's a flag on the play. Jordan Hall makes the tackle inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line of Michigan State.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Cortland Ford for a holding on this play.
Holding, offense number 77. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's first down.
That's referee Brian Banks. Moves it back to the 31-yard line. First and 20 for UCLA. Spartans could use a defensive stand to hold them to no more than 3 here. We have just over 2 minutes to play in the first half. UCLA's up 24-7 here in East Lansing. Time for the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. A stunning score here. UCLA 24, Michigan State 7. The Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Meet, greet, and compete in Michigan's capital city. The Lansing Sports Commission is dedicated to helping you host your next athletic tournament or event in Greater Lansing. Our free services include everything from event development and tournament planning to promotions and recruiting volunteers. No matter the sport, the LSC can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find details at lansingsports.org.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for 1 winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Hey fans, even Sparty knows everybody needs a timeout every now and then. So why not take yours at the beach? Myrtle Beach is home to 60 miles of warm, sandy beaches, over 2,000 restaurants, and much more. Enter now for your chance to win your very own beach break getaway. Compliments of Visit Myrtle Beach. Enter at myrtlebeach.com/MSU. Your ultimate beach break is just a click away. At the break, Trey Mosley will catch up with Spartan coach Jonathan Smith. Coach Smith hoping to keep the Bruins out of the end zone and maybe hold them to 3 points or less here in the final 2 minutes of the first half. The ball is at the Michigan State 31, first and 20 for UCLA.
This is where defensively the Spartans have to pin their ears back and have that we're not going to give ground mindset and attitude. Somebody on this defense is going to have to step up and make a play. Possibly, another big a sack for a potential loss, a tackle for a loss, or even bigger, getting some kind of turnover on this to get the ball back in the hands of their offense and see if they can muster up anything before the half.
Autumn with the changing and beautiful colors is finally here. Don't get shut out when it comes to fall golf up at Treetops in Gaylord at the 45th parallel. Call for reservations and tee times at 1-800-TREETOPS. Time for the D to dig in. UCLA first and 20 at the Spartan 31. Nico Iamaleava has Javion Thomas off his right shoulder. He wants to throw, fades to his left, throws on the run. Catch is made by Thomas. And Thomas is at the 25 and shoved back by Jordan Hall. I think they're going to give him about the 23-yard line. 8-yard pickup. Second down and 12. Quick timeout taken here. The Spartans will take it to get settled defensively. A score here by the Bruins, a touchdown would be brutal. They already lead 24-7.
Yeah, absolutely. Michigan State, take a timeout because it's still second and long situation. Try to preserve all the time in this first half to see if they can somehow get a stop or hold the Bruins to a field goal attempt and get their offense back on the field to see if they can start to work something and get some type of camaraderie on the offensive side.
Nico Iamaleava is the QB for the Bruins. He's in the pistol now, 2nd and 12 at the 23. Hands the ball to Davian Thomas. He is quick. Starts off left tackle, cuts it outside, and he is out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, about the 7, but there's a flag on the play. Malik Spencer with the tackle. Looks like it could be a hold on the Bruins.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, George. It's going to be a holding on the outside there. The wide receiver was a major hold, and I was shocked the refs didn't throw the flag faster.
Holding. Offense number 3. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's 2nd down. The clock will start on the snap.
Quasi Gilmer guilty of the hold with 1:39 to play in the half. That'll make it 2nd and 22 once they walk it off back to the 33.
This is exactly what the Spartans needed. They needed to keep driving them back out of field goal range. Now they have to make a play and possibly use another timeout after this.
Jalen Berger's in the game. They will throw it to the tight end, however. Hudson Habermill makes the catch, and the Spartans catch him at the 29, stopping him in his tracks. Devin Cromwell. Timeout called now by the Spartans. They have one more timeout. They have 1:31 to play in the half. Timeout is taken with UCLA looking at 3rd and 18.
Big third down here. I think you're going to see the Spartans, play again that umbrella coverage there where they try to keep everything in front of them, prevent this Bruin offense from picking up the first down. But I think they're going to need to, instead of that 3-down lineman approach that they've been using this game, they're going to have to get some pressure on this quarterback, force him to get the ball out of his hands earlier than anticipated, because what that's going to do is prevent receivers from getting deep into the back end of the defense.
The QB is Nico Iamaleava. He has twin receivers left. One to the right, 3rd and 18 at the 29. Hand off to Jalen Berger up the middle. They don't throw it, they run it. And Berger is finally knocked down at the 16-yard line of Michigan State. Jordan Hall makes the tackle, and the Spartans take a timeout with 1:24 to play here in the first half. The Bruins crossed up the Spartans and got a 13-yard gain for ex-Michigan Stater Jalen Berger down to the 16-yard line.
He's a guy having a big game so far. Berger is, a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. But this drive, was aided, helped the Spartans out by a couple of holding penalties by the Bruins, 2 of them on this drive here to hold this Bruin team to a possible field goal attempt.
4th down and 5 for the Bruins at the 16-yard line. No kicker in there. They're going to go for the first down on 4th and 5 at the 16-yard line.
A couple things here. Spartans have to be disciplined. They can't jump off sides to give this Bruins a free first down.
Nico Iamaleava waits for the shotgun snap. He has Jalen Berger off his left shoulder.
play. That's their first of the half. It'll be 30 seconds.
UCLA will take a timeout. A lot of jumping around by both teams. And no snap, a timeout instead. With 1:24 to play in the half.
Yeah, UCLA had those 3 timeouts that they could use, so they just went out there. Usually teams will call a play like this, no mas. They don't really even call the play in the huddle and just say, we're going to use a couple hard cadence, a hard count. We'll motion a guy in and out to see if we can get the defense to jump and give us that free first down. The Spartans were able to be disciplined on this play and not give that free first down to the Bruins and holding them to this field goal attempt.
Now the kicker has come on. It'll be a 34-yard field goal try for Mateen Bagani, junior from San Diego, who transferred from Cal Berkeley to UCLA. A 34-yard field goal try. It's down, it's up, and it hit the upright on the left side. No good. That breathes some life into the crowd.
Yeah, a good old-fashioned doink off the uprights.
Hit the left upright. It wasn't struck very well. It was kind of like a wounded duck up there.
Yeah. But that's the break the Spartan needed to get, and they've got that break. The defense held them to a field goal attempt. They missed the field goal. Now this offense, if they can muster up anything, and possibly they have to be telling themselves, hey, we know where we need to get to kick a field goal, or even better case, get a touchdown.
1:19 to play in the half. Spartans don't have any timeouts. They burned them setting up defensively. Brandon Tullis is the running back off the left shoulder of Aiden Childs. Aiden steps back, wants to throw, guns over the middle. Caught by Tullis on the run. Brandon Tullis is up to the 30. First down at the 31-yard line. Spartans will snap it as soon as they can. Key Lawrence, a safety man from Nashville, Tennessee, and an Ole Miss transfer, made the tackle. Snap back to Childs right now. Looking, fires. Left sideline incomplete. It was intended for Nick Marsh. Coverage from Roderick Pleasant, sophomore from Gardena, California. Second down and 10. Clock stop with 1:05 to play here in the first half.
The good thing about that incomplete pass without that timeout, it stops the clock. The Spartans can collect themselves, get a huddle, and figure out what they want to do offensively.
3 wide outs, wide side right. Aiden Childs is by himself in the shotgun. Now Nick Marsh is set left. Snap back to Childs. Steps up out of pressure. Fires short on the left side. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Got pressure from Key Lawrence, the safety. Nick Marsh was 2-time there. They didn't have much of a chance to get the ball to him. That's who they wanted to get the ball to. 3rd and 10 for the Spartans at their 31. Final minute, first half. Aiden Childs has Tullis off his left shoulder. The snap back. Childs under some pressure. Releases down the left sideline, way over the head of Nick Marsh. Again, Roderick Pleasant on the coverage for the Bruins. And the Spartans will punt with 53 seconds to play in the half.
I think Aiden threw that ball a little quicker because he was getting pressure than he wanted to on that, and Nick wasn't ready, wasn't turned for that pass yet.
Ryan Eckley on to punt. Mikey Matthews is deep for UCLA. On the fly to Mikey Matthews from the 27, straight ahead to the 35-yard line. And with 43 seconds to play in the half, UCLA has the pigskin, and they have the lead 24-7 here on homecoming day in East Lansing.
We'll see what UCLA elects to do. They still have 2 timeouts left They have 43 seconds left on the clock. They traveled all the way to the East Coast. Why not for them to take a shot and try to see if they can put this game away early?
Spartans set up defensively as they break from the near sideline. The ball at the 35-yard line of the Bruins. Just inside the right hash mark. First and 10 at the 35. Xavier Staples in at wideout. One of the wideouts to the left. They'll hand the ball off to Jalen Berger. Not taking any chances here, just a running play out to the 37. So it'll come up 2nd and 8. No timeout taken by UCLA. They'll let the clock run out here in the first half and head to the locker room with a 24-7 lead.
Yeah, this is going to be a big halftime for the Spartans. They're going to have to go in there and make some kind of adjustment. Coach Smith is going to have to give the greatest, halftime speech and get these guys ready to come out playing in the second half.
That's down to Trey Mosley now and Coach Jonathan Smith.
Hey, Coach, so face some adversity here in the first half, but what's going to be the message relayed to the guys to come out in the second half to continue to battle and climb back into this game?
Well, it starts offensively throwing the ball. We're going to be accurate. We've got to protect them better. We're going to have to make some plays in the second half to get back into it. Defensively, one-on-one matchups, we're losing. We're out of a gap once in a while, creasing in the run game. We got to get that thing fixed, cleaned up here in the second half.
All right, thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you, gentlemen. Our halftime score, UCLA 24, Michigan State 7. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. The Coors Light halftime report with Will Tiemann comes up next on the Spartan Media Network.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Good helps keep people safe. Good keeps watch. Good cares for people, feeds people, and keeps things running. We're MDOC, and Good works here. Come join us. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for 1 winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
And welcome back to our Coors Light halftime report. On the field right now, the Michigan State Marching Band putting on a great show as ever. On the field, first 30 minutes, a little tough. UCLA 24 and Michigan State 7. And let's now go down to the sidelines. And Trey, what are you thinking?
It definitely wasn't the start that the Spartans wanted in the first half. We gave UCLA some great field position with the short field after the turnover and then also not converting on fourth down. The game isn't over, though. There's a whole other half of football, but the Spartans have to come out with a sense of urgency, have to take care of the ball, and you have to have some sustainable drives. You can't have 3-and-outs or short drives that stall out and keep the defense on the field. So when we have the ball, we come out, start the half with the ball. It's a must that we come down and put 7 points on the board, to keep this thing within reach, because UCLA has had some success with the ball, so we have to do our part.
Well, Trey, is this first drive in the second half critical?
Oh, absolutely. That's going to set the tone. The message Coach Smith gives the team will dictate how they come out, and handle that. And I think he's going to give them the right message because it's homecoming. You have no choice. Your back is against the wall, and either you're going to step up to the plate or you're going to fade away.
Well, Trey, appreciate it. We're at the halftime break here on our Coors Light halftime show. It's UCLA 24, Michigan State 7. Back with more in a moment, right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see. Your friend's throwing you a surprise party.
Well, that's ruined.
I see. The end of your favorite show. Madison stays with Braden.
Can I get a refund?
I don't see that.
You wouldn't settle for just any psychic, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
And welcome back for more of our Coors Light halftime show. At the break here in East Lansing, it's UCLA 24, Michigan State 7. We'll team here along with Dalton Shetler, and let's now take a look at today's stats brought to you by State Farm. Thank you to State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, Dalton, I'm guessing you're looking at a sheet not full of good news.
I'd say you're pretty accurate so far. We were talking about just a little bit ago. It's a struggling first half for the Spartans. 24-7 the score, UCLA on top. Let's run through the team numbers. Total yards, the Bruins had 254 yards of offense. The Spartans, 96 in the first half. When it came to the passing attack, UCLA with 145 yards through the air. Michigan State, 52. On the ground, the Bruins had 109 yards. Michigan State with 44. UCLA doubled up the Spartans in first downs. 10 first downs for UCLA, 5 for Michigan State. Of course, the Spartans had the one turnover, the fumble. And if you look at time of possession right now, the Bruins have had the ball for 18.5 minutes. Michigan State just 11.5. Quickly, the individual numbers for Michigan State, Aiden Childs, 6 of 14 through the air for 52 yards. Mekhi Frazier on the ground has 8 carries for 39 yards. The top target is Nick Marsh with 2 receptions for 21 yards in the first half. Also had Brandon Tolis with a catch for 11 yards. Jack Velling with a reception for 9 as well. On the other side, Nico Iamaliava is 12 of 19 in the first half for 2 touchdowns and 145 yards, no picks. And as we sit, it's UCLA 24, Michigan State 7.
Well, the numbers kind of bear out the score.
Yeah, as the positive, if you want to pick out a positive, we were talking, Will, penalties. UCLA actually has 5 penalties in the first half for 35 yards. Michigan State has yet to get a flag, but everything else has really been a struggle so far for the Spartans.
Well, the one thing we do know, this was kind of the same scenario the Bruins had last week at home against Penn State, and Penn State had every chance to win that game, and they just couldn't quite get it down to the end, so you never know. Well, when we come back with more of our Coors Light halftime show, going to have a special guest, but first we're going to take a break right here on the Spartan Media Network.
As we get ready for some Big Ten football at Spartan Stadium, let's welcome in Andy Hetzel from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Hi, Andy.
Hi, George. I'm looking forward to a big Spartans win. Blue Cross is proud to support MSU football and Michigan State University athletics.
Andy, we've started a solid conversation about healthcare affordability. You mentioned that it's important for all of us who use the healthcare system to understand how each part of that system impacts the other parts and the costs we pay.
That's right, George. Hospital and drug prices, along with the cost of things like running a doctor's office, technology, administration, and the use of services are all upstream factors, but they end up downstream in the prices that people and businesses pay for their health insurance.
Andy, being downstream when it comes to healthcare costs, the first thing people see is the price they pay for insurance, including co-pays and deductibles that hit their family budgets.
True, George, and it's important to know where that cost comes from. It's because the price tag on nearly all healthcare services is going up, and people are using those services at record-setting levels.
Andy, Blue Cross reported a $3 billion yearly increase in the amount you paid out for medical and drug claims. I think that makes the point clear on how much these upstream costs are increasing.
George, these cost increases have far exceeded our ability to price our health insurance plans. Blue Cross sits in an uncomfortable position between skyrocketing medical costs and the need for our customers and members to have affordable insurance choices.
And you're sharing information on this at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
Yes, George, but let's be clear. We pay for our members' care. Blue Cross pays over $100 million in medical and drug claims every day. This helps our members, promotes their good health, and supports our healthcare system. It's a key part of our nonprofit model, but the system must work with us to keep care prices, drug prices, and other costs low. This will keep health insurance affordable.
Andy, I look forward to talking more about this. Go green.
Go white.
And welcome back for more of our Coors Light halftime show here today in East Lansing. Will Tiemann here along with Dalton Shetler at the break. First 30 minutes, not so good for the green and white. It's UCLA 24, and Michigan State's got 7. And Dalton's got a special guest.
We're now being joined by Terry Grieb, the Chief Administrative Officer of Henry Ford Health plus Michigan State University Health Sciences. And Terry, we want to thank you so much for joining us. But let's start off by analyzing this partnership between Henry Ford Health, Michigan State University Health Sciences, now in its 5th year. Why did this form together, and what's the real power of this partnership?
Thank you. The Henry Ford Michigan State University partnership, put simply, is bringing over 250 years of experience between Henry Ford Health and Michigan State University together to have a much larger impact than either entity could have on its own. So together we're trying to do more, do it better, do it faster. And whether that's educating students who are our future or taking new discoveries and helping those reach the clinic faster, or bringing new discoveries and new innovations to the care of our patients.
And it has led to the construction of the Henry Ford Health plus Michigan State University Health Sciences Research Center. Construction's underway. How excited is this group for this physical embodiment of the company? And what does it offer this group?
It is the largest biomedical research building that MSU has built, the largest one in the city of Detroit. So it's a Michigan State University Henry Ford research building on the campus of Henry Ford Health in Detroit. And it's really, as you mentioned, a physical embodiment of the partnership. So bringing our researchers from MSU and Henry Ford together and attracting new talent to really bring over 80 investigators and their teams together bringing the clinical enterprise in close proximity to our research communities. So together we can be innovating in faster cycles to bring new treatments and preventions and diagnostics to our community in Detroit, but really across the state of Michigan and the nation.
Final question. It's been said that this partnership will transform groundbreaking discoveries to real-world solutions. It will improve healthcare and delivery across the nation. How so, and how much pride does this partnership take in that statement?
Tremendous pride. Again, I think it's really bringing the strength of a land-grant institution with a huge clinical enterprise and looking together on how we can bring all of our knowledge to bear to advance technologies, to innovate together in new ways and bring clinical education to the bear to really drive the future of healthcare and the entire ecosystem of life sciences in the state of Michigan.
Well, Terry Grebe, the Chief Administrative Officer of Henry Ford Health plus Michigan State University Health Sciences, we want to thank you so much for the time and thanks for the support as well.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Well, we're in the Coors Light halftime show. At the break, it's 24-7. UCLA leading Michigan State. Back with more in just a moment right here on the Spartan Media Network.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery.
Rah, rah, rah.
Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
A Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Welcome back for more of the Coors Light halftime report. Man, it's a tough one here so far in East Lansing. Michigan State's got 7 as they're coming out for their final warm-ups. UCLA's got 24. Well, Dalton, in terms of highlights, what do you got?
Well, we have the Spartan score from the first half. Aiden Childs finds pay dirt on this rushing score.
First and goal at the 2-yard line. Chow Tolliver is checked in. Childs will keep it and get to the end zone. He was standing up until he was knocked down inside the goal line. Touchdown, MSU. The Spartans score first on homecoming day in East Lansing.
Well, Dalton, MSU has scored first in every game but one this year, but UCLA gets the next 24.
And that's the tough part about where we sit right now at the break. But the good news, as you mentioned, Will, we saw UCLA pounce out against Penn State early last week. Penn State was able to come from behind. Michigan State has an opportunity still with the second half in front of them, but no doubt about it, they've dug a hole.
A little bit. Well, let's now check in with some of the scores from around the country, brought to you by Fly Lansing. Well, there was a game Friday, and Rutgers just ran out of gas. Washington really good in the second half, beating the Scarlet Knight in Washington 38-19. Rutgers 3-3 on the year, 0-3 in Big Ten play. But meanwhile, with the exception of the loss to Ohio State, Washington's having a really good season. They are 5-1 for the year. They are 2-1 in Big Ten play. Another game going on in Champaign. Number 1 Ohio State, number 17 Illinois hosting. 1:05 to go before halftime. It's 20-0, Dalton. It looks like the Illini having a little bit of a problem there. Other games coming up. Of note, number 7 Indiana at number 3 Oregon, Nebraska at Maryland, Northwestern at Penn State, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan at USC, and Purdue at Minnesota. Well, that wraps up our Coors Light halftime report. But first, we're going to go to Dalton to go by the numbers with the help of the MSU Federal Credit Union. the official credit union of Spartan Athletics.
And this number comes courtesy of the great statistician here as a part of our crew, Greg Schultz, who pointed out Michigan State with 5 first downs in the first half, the last of which early on in that first quarter came from that Aiden Childs touchdown you heard. That's technically, officially a first down in the books. That was with 9 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first quarter, Will. That was the last first down until 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. So 23 minutes had separated Spartan first downs there in that first half, and that's kind of a symbol of how tough the first 30 minutes were for Michigan State.
That's a tough one. Well, 24-7 at the break. UCLA leading Michigan State, and that wraps up our Coors Light halftime show. On the flip side, we bring back George, J.U., and Trey, hoping for some better things. Of course, our halftime, as always, is brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Back with George and the gang in a moment as you're listening to MSU football.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Okay, Spartan fans, our team is hunting for another victory. After the game, don't forget to contact the lending experts at Greenstone to finance what you've been looking for. Greenstone specializes in financing unlimited acres of land you can use for hunting, fishing, and just about any other outdoor activity. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium. The Spartans have to do some big-time damage with their offense here in the second half and do their best to hold the Bruins, who lead them 24-7. Yep, UCLA 24, Michigan State 7. Bruins with 10 first downs to 5. 145 passing yards to 52. 109 rushing yards to 44. So it was UCLA dominating the first half, but we still have a half to go, JU, and I don't expect the same thing to happen here after the intermission.
Yeah, no, I think the Spartans they had the opportunity to get in the locker room, and I want to see what adjustments the coaching staff made this second half. And also, too, I want to see energy on the sidelines. I don't care what the score is. These players have to be energetic on the sideline and have that sense of belief that they can come back and win this game. They have to play for something. There's a lot still on the line. There's still a lot of season left, and they're going to have to show that this second half.
I agree. Spartans will get the football to start the second half. Tolliver and McCray deep for Michigan State. Elijah near side at the 5. McCray far side at the goal line to our right. Mateen Pagani will kick off for UCLA. Here's the run up. And the boot, he drives it well into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. Out to the 25 it comes. Total yardage in the first half, UCLA 254 and the Spartans 96.
Yeah, the Spartans not cracking 100 yards of total offense in that first half is something that they have to improve upon this second half. They need to have a great first drive, opening drive here, similar to the drive they had to start the game. That's something they need to replicate right now.
Yeah, where did that go? They looked so good early. They break the huddle. Brandon Tullis is the running back. off the right shoulder of Aiden Childs. Play fake to Tullis. Childs rolling to his right, fires, and Michael Masunas makes a one-handed grab. Pass was over his head, but he managed to pull it down, and he's out of bounds at the 32. That's a 7-yard pickup. Devin Apu made the stop for UCLA. Second down and 3 now. Good first play. Ball's at the 32-yard line. 24-7 UCLA as we start the second half. Childs with a handoff and almost a loss. It is a loss of a yard as he handed the ball to Brandon Tullis. Knocked down back near the 30. Third down and 4. Oh, just shy of the 31-yard line. Tullis off the left shoulder of Aiden Childs. All three wideouts, wide side left. Fake handoff, and Aiden Childs will keep it, running to his left, and he has a first down. Scooter Jackson knocked him out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 6-yard pickup and a first down for Michigan State.
A terrific cold run all the way, and a good job by Aiden Childs of putting the ball in his outside arm. Because when you do that, you have the ability to use your inside arm as a weapon to, you can use a stiff arm, slap the guy off, and he was able to do that and pick up the first down. Excellent job by Childs on that play.
Mekhi Frazier is the running back now. First and 10 Spartans at their 37-yard line. He takes a pitch out, and now Childs looks downfield, throws way downfield, and it is incomplete. Creshawn McCray. There could have been interference on Cole Martin.
There is a flag on the play. It was before the pass was thrown, though. I don't know if it's going to be a hold or something. I think it's going to be
Holding.
UCLA.
Defense. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Yep, that moves it to the 47-yard line. You heard the referee, Brian Banks. Defensive holding, automatic first down. Ball now at the Michigan State 47. Spartans need to be successful on this opening drive, and so far so good. Brandon Tullis, the running back, off the right shoulder of Childs. Handoff to Tullis, runs to his left, and Tullis powers his way to midfield. Pulled down there by Keanu Williams. Put it down at the 49, so it's second down and 8. Didn't get a great spot. Snap back to Childs, zings it right side, caught. Brandon Tullis, the running back, making the catch. Amari Kelly, take that back. Amari Kelly to the 44-yard line of UCLA. Andre Jordan on the coverage. Seven-yard gain, third down and 1. Nick Marsh set to the right. Under center is Aiden Childs. Quarterback sneak, and he has the 1. Spartans pick up a first down. Continue this drive. They're in UCLA territory. The Bruins surprised the Spartans in the first half. Outscored them 24-7. Michigan State trying to do something about that right now. That was a 2-yard gain and a first down. Ball's at the 42. Spartans moving right to left across your radio. Aiden Childs in the shotgun. Tullis to his right. Play fake to Tullis. Aiden wants to gun it left sideline, and it is knocked away. The last second intended for Omari Kelly. Andre Jordan from Federal Way, Washington, and an Oregon State transfer. As a junior, I'm sure Jonathan Smith knows exactly who he is. Made the defensive play. Second down and 10. Spartans at the UCLA 42-yard line. Kelly, McCray, and Nick Marsh all wide side left. Aiden Childs fakes a handoff to Tullis, keeps it himself, running to his left. Evades the first tackler, but then is knocked down hard by safety Key Lawrence at the 38-yard line. 4-yard pickup. 3rd down, 6.
We have a Spartan down. I believe it's Childs.
It's Aiden Childs.
Yeah, he got hit. He got spun around.
Took that big hit from Key Lawrence at the end of that play. That's the risk you take when you run your quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. And Aiden went there and he got spun around. And as he got spun around, the defender came right then, got a chin right under his face mask there. So you'll see that the backup Alessio, he's warming up on the sidelines. Maybe he can come in and be a spark that this offense needs. But so far, Aiden was orchestrating a really good,
it was a nice drive by Aiden.
Good drive to start the second half.
Went to all of his strengths, throwing the ball and running the ball. Carried out some excellent fakes. 8 plays in this drive so far, says our statistician Greg Schultz. Ball right now is at the 43-yard line, the 38-yard line of UCLA.
You see as they're taking Aiden to the injury tent to examine him. But this is an opportunity here for the Spartans, and you would think, them being down 24-7, this could be possibly 4-down territory. So they might not have to pick up everything on this 3rd down, but
3rd and 6 at the 38. Alessio Milivojevic on at quarterback. Has some time. Throws over the middle for Nick Marsh. And he and the defender, Roderick Pleasant, fought over the football. First it looked like Pleasant had it, then it looked like Marsh took it away, and then Pleasant again knocked it away. Incomplete.
Yeah, that
was a fist fight for the football right there.
It definitely was. And usually those are the ones that Nick Marsh, comes down with those types of catches there because he has such strong hands in receiving. But it was a good job by the defender of continuing to jar that football out.
Now it's 4th and 6. Alessio Milivojevic in for the shaken up Aiden Childs. Waits for the shotgun snap. He has Brandon Tullis off his left shoulder. Here's the snap. And the throw zings it down the right sideline. And taking down Nick Marsh with a jump defense was Andre Jordan. There's no flag. He just took him down. It's incomplete. And we have a Spartan down. And UCLA will take over.
Yeah, the defender was running step for step with Nick Marsh on that play there. The only thing I could say for that throw is, just lead him a little more to that back pylon. Hopefully he can run under it.
Yeah, Kristen Phillips is shaken up on the play. Almost any offensive lineman that gets hurt now puts you in a precarious spot if you're Michigan State. We'll take a break. 10:41 to play 3rd quarter. UCLA 24, the Spartans 7. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Calling hard seltzer lovers. Searching for the tastiest seltzer? Look no further. Neutral Vodka Seltzer is absolutely delicious. Made with real vodka and real juice, Neutral keeps it tasty with every sip. With flavors like pineapple, watermelon, orange, and lime, there's something for everyone. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch. Neutral flavored vodka and carbonation. 4.5% alcohol by volume. St. Louis, Missouri.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended. Balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement. iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ucla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Gambling can be fun.
Here we go.
Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ten-play drive by the Spartans, then they turn it over on downs. UCLA takes over at its 38-yard line. The Bruins lead the Spartans 24-7. Javion Thomas is now the running back. Makes the handoff in a hurry. Off left tackle. He's got running room. He's into Michigan State territory and pulled down at the 32-yard line by Malcolm Bell. That may have saved a touchdown.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come back for a hold on that play. I think the tight end was holding.
Offense number 82. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Noah Fox Flores, a true freshman from Tacoma, Washington, guilty of the hold. Let's pause 10 now for our network stations to identify themselves. Spot foul. They gain 7 yards on the play. And they'll double check the spot of the football right now before the Bruins snap it. As of this moment, they're going to snap it from their 45.
After the penalty, ball placed at the 45-yard line. A spot foul makes it first down and 3.
Through all this new math, it's 1st and 3. They gain 7. Bruins at their 45. Out of the huddle they come. Nico Iamaleava is at the controls. He's in the pistol. Hands the ball off to Javion Thomas, and Thomas has stood up, no gain. Alex Van Sumeren makes the stop for the Spartans right along that defensive front. So it's 2nd down and 3. Iamaleava waits for the snap. Hands the ball again to Thomas. Thomas tries to get outside left, and he's tripped up. Isaac Smith got a hand on his ankle. Thomas is dangerous. Get a chance for a much bigger gain.
Yeah, it's going to be
flag in the defensive secondary.
Too many men
Illegal
on the field.
substitution. Defense, 12 men on the field of snap. 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
Spartans got caught in the late substitution. They wanted to bring a guy on, and then they pulled him off late. But by the time he got off the field, the ball had already been snapped.
That's the first penalty of the day on the Spartans. That's the good news. 7 on the Bruins. 1st and 10 for UCLA at midfield. Berger's in the ball game. Jalen Berger gets the handoff. Jalen Berger dancing up the left side, and he's inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line of Michigan State, having a great day against his former team. Wayne Matthews made the tackle.
Yeah, Jalen Berger is definitely having a big day against the Spartans. On that run, they're just going downfield, saw the hole, stuck his foot in the ground, and went north and south on that play and having defenders bounce off him as well.
Iamaleava takes the snap. Fires left side, caught by Berger. Berger's on the sideline trying to dance his way without stepping out of bounds, and he finally is ruled to have stepped out of bounds at the 18-yard line on the far left sideline. 8-yard gain. Second and 2. Berger has 71 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns, says our numbers man Greg Schultz. Second down and 2 at the 18. Hand off to Javion Thomas, and he is to the 15. Morion Smith with a tackle. Will they move the chains? Yes, they will. First down, UCLA. At the 15-yard line of Michigan State. Nico Iamaleava waits for the shotgun snap. Hands to Javion Thomas. Thomas runs to his right. Alex Van Sumeren stops him at the 13-yard line.
A very methodical drive by this Bruin offense, and what they're doing in that, the clock continues to run. They're taking this game, shortening this game with their running game. The Spartans have to figure out a way to stop this Bruin run attack.
24-7, UCLA leads. Second and 8 for the Bruins at the 13-yard line of Michigan State. Berger's the running back. Berger gets the call, starts left, cuts back right, and is nailed right then and there. Maybe got a yard to the 12. Jalen Satchel makes the stop for Michigan State.
A better job.
1-yard gain, 3rd and 7.
A better job by the Spartan defense by staying home and not over pursue. And usually sometimes when the flow of the play is going one way, the linebackers tend to over pursue and giving the cutback lane for the running backs. But they did not do that on that play and were able to stop the Berger in the backfield.
3rd down and long, 7. Anthony Frias is in at running back. Nico Iamaleava runs to his left, fires, it's caught, but short of a first down. Frias tackled by Dontavius Nash at the 8-yard line. 4th down coming up. Georgian JU with Trey Mosley at Spartan Stadium. Our spotters, Ira Gaben. Our statisticians, Greg Schultz. Wendy Hart, the boss up here in the booth. And America's Best, Al Rosenberg, our engineer. 4th and a full yard for UCLA. Direct snap to Berger, and Jalen Berger has a first down to the 4. Have you ever seen him play like this, J.U.?
He did not play this way when he was wearing the green and white. He didn't run with this passion and this attitude that he's running with the Bruins. So he must be enjoying his time in Southern California.
Got a 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. UCLA 24, the Spartans 7, just under 5 to play in the 3rd. As JU has said a time or two, this is a workmanlike drive for UCLA. Iamaleava flanked by running backs either way. One's Frias, the other is Javion Thomas on the play. Hand the ball off, and the Frias is stopped at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. The ball's actually inside the 1. Jordan Hall made the tackle. It's going to be tough to hold the Bruins out now. 2nd and goal at the half-yard line. Yep. Direct snap goes to Javion Thomas, runs to his right, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. They power themselves to another score, and they lead the Spartans 30-7. Mateen Bagani will try the point after. Ever since the first possession by the Spartans and a touchdown, it's been all UCLA.
It certainly has. And Spartans have not had an answer defensively or offensively. On this touchdown drive, the Bruins possessed the football for 6 minutes and 46 seconds, 11 plays, 62 yards.
Wow. Bagani's PAT is perfect. It's 31-7 UCLA. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport?
Take mine.
Thanks, Jen.
Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Meet, greet, and compete in Michigan's capital city. The Lansing Sports Commission is dedicated to helping you host your next athletic tournament or event in Greater Lansing. Our free services include everything from event development and tournament planning to promotions and recruiting volunteers. No matter the sport, the LSC can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find details at lansingsports.org.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
Late in the third, it's UCLA 31, the Spartans 7. The Spartans, as you heard JU say, have had really no answers. Kickoff by the Bruins, a fair catch called for and made by Krishan McCray. But if you're going to come from way back, you almost have to start now.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens on this drive.
Yeah, it's truly gut check time for the Spartans. Who wants to be here right now? Who wants to step up and continue to fight and show that toughness? Who is it that it's going to be? So that's the thing here for Michigan State. They have to find that person. They have to find that leader to emerge and bring energy into this team right now.
Looks like Alessio Milivojevic will be the quarterback when the Spartans get the ball. Let's take a break here. The Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achotelansing.com.
Ohana means family. At Ohana Sushi and Bar, they treat you like family and keep prices low for everyone while bringing quality farm fresh and locally sourced ingredients to the table. Ohana is family owned and locally invested. Enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi buffet in town during lunch for only $18.95. Don't forget about Ohana's unbeatable drink specials too. Everything is cooked to order and brought fresh to your table. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and Japanese hibachi in Lansing. On West Saginaw or visit ohanasushibar.com.
What kind of people work at the Michigan Department of Corrections? The kind of people who value fairness, integrity, and compassion. People like you. Come join us. Consider a career at MDOC. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
When you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local teams across the Midwest, from big league stadiums to the neighborhood ball field. Learn more at Meijer.com/community. It is Milivojevic under center now for the Spartans as they take over at their 25-yard line. Got a lot of comebacking to do. They trail 31-7. Play fake to Tullis. Milivojevic in the pocket. Guns over the middle, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of a falling down Omari Kelly, covered by Cole Martin at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
Second down and 10.
I like to see Milivojevic step into that throw a little more there. He had Kelly coming across the middle.
Gavin Brocious is on for the dinged-up Kristen Phillips at guard. It's 2nd and 10. Spartans at their 25. Tullis off the right shoulder of Milivojevic. Play fake to Tullis. Milivojevic scrambles and runs and dives out to the 35. He's about a half a yard short of a first down. Isaiah Chisholm made the stop. Another Oregon State transfer playing for UCLA. 3rd down and 1 for the Spartans at their 34. Kai Rios is on at tight end. There's a couple of tight ends hurt, including Brennan Parashut. Milivojevic fires. It's in and out of the hands of Michael Masunas at the 45-yard line of UCLA. They may say that's a fair catch and a fumble.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass that was fumbled and recovered by the defense. It's 1st and 10, UCLA.
Can anything more go wrong?
You know, we take a look to see. They might take a look at this to see if he was able to control the football and make a football move. It could be incomplete. I don't know if he was able to catch it, bring it in, and control it. So they're definitely going to take a look at it, but in the siding with their officials here, they want to usually let those plays finish out and hopefully get
the previous
replay
play
review.
is under further review.
We'll take a break. 3:01 to play in the 3rd. UCLA 31, the Spartans 7. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
You didn't do this, did you, boss?
Mind your business, Billy.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit Rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
The Abood Law Firm doesn't settle, it wins. Abood Law stands beside their clients in court to fight. Honesty, not just the best policy, it's the only policy. Abood Law, they are there to help you. And frankly, you might want to join us for the Michigan Sports Brief every weekday.
Incomplete pass.
On all of our Spartan Sports Network affiliates. The pass ruled incomplete just now. Those sports briefs are presented by Frankenmuth Insurance. Find your local independent agent nearby by visiting fmins.com. This certainly should have been ruled incomplete, and it was.
Ball remains.
So the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage. The 34.
34-yard line.
It's 4th down and 1 for Michigan State.
1 to go.
And Alessio Milivojevic is in the shotgun. Now breaks and comes under center. Hands the ball off to Mekhi Frazier, and he's hit for a loss in the backfield. Spun around and took a hit, and that's it. UCLA's football.
4th and short yardage like that, you've got to want it. You've got to absolutely want it, and put your head down, figure out a way to do whatever you can to pick the first down now. And that's the offensive line. You've got to create some push.
Yeah, there was nothing. Neither of those happened on that play, and now UCLA has great field position at the Michigan State 33. Under 3 to play in the third. They're already up 31-7. Anthony Frias is on at running back. Wind up in a pass downfield by Ava, but it's way over the head of his intended receiver. Trying to hit Mikey Matthews. Morion Smith covered him at the left pylon. Nico Iamaleava at the controls for UCLA. He and his Bruin teammates are up 31-7, 2:50 to play in the third. 2nd down and 10. UCLA at the 33 of MSU. Pass over the middle, caught by a streaking Mikey Matthews. Matthews at the 24-yard line, and Morion Smith makes the tackle. They're a yard short of a first down. 2.5 left in the third. It's 31-7 UCLA.
I see a lot of these Spartans defensive back in the secondary just going and trying to make that big hit. You got to wrap up.
Quasi Gilmer is wide left, 3rd and 1 at the 24. Handoff for a first down to Anthony Frias. There's a flag on the play. Frias drilled and dropped at the 17 by Wayne Matthews.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 43. Half the distance to go from the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
Hand to the face called on Malik Spencer. So that'll walk it inside the 10 to the 8. First and goal. Iamaleava takes the shotgun snap, winds up and throws right corner of the end zone. Incomplete and nearly intercepted. Dontavius Nash nearly picked it off.
After the penalty, the ball moves to the 13-yard line.
The 5-yard penalty, the referee didn't bother to announce what it was all about. John Sally used to say in the Bad Boys, it's your world, Squirrel. Here's the snapback. Iamaleava pitches it out left flat. Catch is made. And going to the end zone, that man again, Jalen Berger. Another TD for Berger. He has 3 TDs against his former team, and it's now 37-7.
Once again, the running back in the flats going without anybody covering him. You have to communicate that. Backs out is something that can definitely, affect and hurt you defensively.
Mateen Bagani with the point after, down, up, and good. UCLA 38, Michigan State 7. Who would have thought this was going to happen? But then last week, I don't think Penn State thought it was going to happen to them either.
No, absolutely not. This is a resurged UCLA Bruin team. They're playing with a lot of fire, playing with a lot of energy in the past 2 games, specifically in this game.
38-7 UCLA. A minute and 44 to play here in the third. Spartans get the ball back. Now it's just time to see if you can make something happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's time to see if you can make something happen. If you're a guy that's a backup, you vying for more playing time, this is your opportunity to go out there and show what you have to the coaching staff.
Kickoff by Bagani. A lot of leg. Touchback rolls out of the end zone on the back end. Let's check in with Trey Mosley.
Yeah, like you guys just said, at this point, you're playing for your pride. It's still homecoming. You still have fans in the crowd who want to see the Spartans go out there and compete. So even if the deficit is large, you can't let that stop and control how hard you're playing out there. And I want to see guys continue to compete because you're still in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're still in the third, a minute and 44 to play in the third. Spartans huddle up. The line of scrimmage will be their 25-yard line. Nick Marsh and Krishan McCray, stacked receivers wide side right. Running back is Frazier. Snap fumbled by Milivojevic. Picks it up, pitches it to Mackay. He's running to his right, tries to turn the corner, and barely does, and then is run out of bounds across the way in the neighborhood of the 33-yard line by John Vaughns.
Yeah, that ball was on the ground. Alicia was able to pick it up while he's being taken to the ground, pitched it to Frazier, and he was able to bounce out and do something. That's one of the only things that's gone right for the Spartans so far today.
Second down and 2 at the 33. Milivojevic fires left side. Pass is caught by Omari Kelly. He's got a first down. Omari Kelly past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Scooter Jackson knocked him down. That's a 13-yard gain and a first down. Alessio Milivojevic in the shotgun. Frazier off his left shoulder. Milivojevic throws left side. It's too low. Intended for Kai Rios, junior from Rock Island, Illinois. Big kid, 6'6", 263. Backup tight end. 39 seconds left in the third. Spartans on the short end of it, 38-7 against UCLA here on homecoming day. Milivojevic's in the shotgun. Omari Kelly in motion, left to right. Pass goes right side to Nick Marsh. Nick Marsh is two-timed and thrown down at about midfield. Cole Martin, the son of former Spartan DB and former Spartan assistant coach Demetrius Martin, makes the stop. 3rd and 5, they put it down at the Bruin 49-yard line. Milivojevic waiting for the shotgun snap. There's Makai Frazier off his right shoulder. Omari Kelly and McCray set left, and time will run out here in the third. Before they can snap it, the third quarter will go into the record books. At the end of 3, UCLA 38, Michigan State 7. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Touchdown! On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with Hall of Fame basketball coach Tom Izzo. For details and to register, visit InsideTheGreensweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. Bob Gale, former Spartan hooper from the Upper Peninsula, and some of his family members at practice yesterday with Tom Izzo's team. Coach very gracious as usual, and they had a wonderful time and appreciated it very much. Let's go by the numbers now with the MSU Federal Credit Union. A credit union built by Spartans for Spartans. Take it away, J.U.
Yeah, let's look at the game comparison. Total yards, UCLA 350 yards through the first 3 quarters to Michigan State's 158 yards. Passing yards, 180 through the air for the Bruins and to 85 for the Spartans. And on the ground, the Bruins have amassed 170 yards on the ground compared to Michigan State's 73.
That is why the scoreboard reads UCLA 38, Michigan State 7, as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Third and 5 for the Spartans on the first snap of the fourth at the 49-yard line of UCLA. Milivojevic for the shaken up Aiden Childs. Has Makai Frazier off his right shoulder. Shotgun snap back. Quick throw right side. Nick Marsh with a catch. Breaks away from one defender. Darts down the near right sideline. Inside the 30 and out of bounds around the 26-yard line. Jalen Woods made the tackle.
That's one of Nick Marsh's strongest point, is getting yards after the catch. He was able to do that on that quick stop route. Got the football, put it on outside arm, and was able to pick up big yardage for the Spartans.
Marsh and Krishan McCray stacked to the wide side, the left side. Milivojevic under center. Hands the ball to Frazier, trying to run right, and he does run right, and he is inside the 20 and out of bounds at about the 16-yard line of UCLA. A couple of scores would take some of the pain away in this one. Roderick Pleasant makes the tackle, 10-yard pickup on a first down. Milivojevic has Frazier off his left shoulder. Waiting for the shotgun
timeout,
snap.
UCLA.
And UCLA will take a timeout here.
Yeah, UCLA had to take a timeout too. They were trying to get a guy off the field, and I think they got him off in time, but the coaches are in the process of calling the timeout. But going back to that last play, that really good hard run on first down by Makai Frazier, and what I like to see is the way that he finished the run. He lowered his shoulder, put his face mask directly in the chest of the defender, and was able to fall forward and pick up the first down.
They'll take a break. A minute into the fourth, 38-7 UCLA. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
Good helps keep people safe. Good keeps watch. Good cares for people, feeds people, and keeps things running. We're MDOC, and Good works here. Come join us. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
Hello?
Where are you? The party started an hour ago.
I got, delayed.
Wait, are you at the casino again?
Casino? No, not at all.
If gambling is getting in the way of your priorities, self-exclusion from the Detroit casinos might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
First and 10 Spartans at the UCLA 16. Milivojevic rolls to his right, throws back to his left. He's got Nick Marsh. Marsh makes the grab at the 15, fights his way to the 10, now the 5. He was not going down without a fight. 11 yards and a first down. First and goal Spartans at the Bruin 5. Gary Smith, the third, made the tackle.
A great tunnel screen given for Marsh. Receivers down out there blocking for him. And also, again, we talked about yards after catch, yards after contact. Nick Marsh is very good at that, able to spin his way down to the 5.
First and goal at the 5. Milivojevic has Frazier off his left shoulder. Takes the shotgun snap, throws right pylon over the head of Nick Marsh, who was double teamed there. Primary defender was Roderick Pleasant. Safety Key Lawrence also there. Everybody knows who number 6 is. 6'3" and about 205. Great hands, excellent speed, and a great competitor, Nick Marsh. Second down and goal now for the Spartans at the UCLA 5. Marsh is wide left. Omari Kelly set to the right. Now Kelly starts in motion left. Milivojevic throws to Marsh on a crossing pattern. He'll grab it and get inside the right pylon. Touchdown, MSU.
A great play design by Coach Lundgren on that, getting Marsh in motion. You can't have him stationary because they're playing a bracket coverage on him, the corner and the safety over top there. So what they did was they lined him up out there, faked the jet sweep, and brought him across the field on the slide route behind the line of scrimmage for him to find himself free for the touchdown.
6th catch of the day for Nick Marsh. A point after, up and good for Martin Connington. No. It was wide. Wide to the left. And it's 38-13. Spartans will take it. A touchdown nevertheless. 13:09 to go in the game at Spartan Stadium. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Ohana keeps prices low for the whole family while still bringing quality, farm-fresh, locally sourced ingredients to the table. At Ohana Sushi and Hibachi Bar, you are treated like family because Ohana means family. And your family can enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi bar around during lunch for only $18.95. Everything is cooked to order and select $5 cocktails during happy hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi in Lansing on West Saginaw. Online at ohanasushibar.com.
It's game time, and the Spartans are ready to take care of business on the field. If you're looking to do the same, the lending experts at Greenstone Farm Credit Services can help. Greenstone specializes in financing wide open spaces, from homes on rolling acres to pole barns and hobby farms. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.